Okay. Waiting patiently for people to drop in. So I will share this. No. Page. Here it is. And I am live right now. Okay, post in Facebook. Okay, done. Wow. It is the wolf full moon tonight, actually around just after 3 p.m., I believe it was this afternoon. It was 100% full. So the wolf moon, this is the full moon in Cancer. So if you have been feeling extra emotional or being on a bit of a emotional roller coaster the last 3-4 days, that is why. The full moon in Cancer is a very feeling and water sign, right? So it's all about our feelings and being able to go with the flow. So when we have full moons in specific signs like this, anything where we might be repressing things is going to get stirred up and come to the surface, because ultimately our spirit inside this physical body does not want to be harboring toxic energies. So when we suppress our feelings and we don't allow ourselves to work through our feelings and we suppress them, then we end up causing disease in our bodies, right? You could take that word and break it down into two. So it's dis-ease, right? Our physical bodies, when we get sick, are usually the last thing to tell us that something is wrong. So there will always be an energetic root cause as to why an ailment has manifested in your physical body. Our bodies are amazing tools. They let us know what they need all the time. And we scan energetically our environment around us. So when we're in tune with our energy and the energies around us, we could read the energy. As an empath and a highly sensitive person, reading energy comes very naturally to me. I didn't even know that it was like a superpower. But it is. It's a metaphysical ability, because you can't tangibly see it, but you are feeling it. Yeah, so it's one of those other sixth senses that we have. Oh, there's Alex. Hello, Alex. Great. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for people to pop on in, and then I'll get started to answer any questions that you may have. So feel free, if you are looking for guidance in, well, Alex, we already had a session today, but if there's any other questions outside what we've already talked about that have popped up or whatnot, and you want some clarity, validation, or guidance from the cards or from spirit in any way that I feel it's needing to come through, go ahead and type in your inquiry into the comments, and I will do my best to answer. For now, I'm just going over the fact that it's the full moon in Cancer, and it's also referenced as the wolf moon, which is awesome because I love wolves. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful creatures. Yeah, so with the full moon in Cancer, we're having to take stock of our emotions, and some of us may not even be able to. It may feel like you don't have a handle on your own emotions right now, because the moon is a great tool to help us bring up what we have been suppressing or what might be hidden within the subconscious, right? No worries, Alex. Yeah. Yeah, so what else did I want to talk about? Oh, I'm so excited. Earlier on today, I did a live stream on my personal page because I went down to check out the First Friday on First Avenue at a place called Gallery 202 here in Mission. A beautiful space. They have lots of space, and they're looking to fill it with more community activities and workshops and things like that, which is perfect because I've been looking for something like that, and a friend of mine shared the information. So I went down and introduced myself, and I cannot believe the welcome that I have there and the excitement and just the thought of being able to facilitate my drum group at that space, and also hold my drum making workshops in that space so I can accommodate quite a few more people. It will be amazing. And it blew my mind because as I was speaking to one of the owners, she said before we were leaving, she was telling me how she connected with, she couldn't remember her name, but she was talking about this woman that she knew from the Friendship Center that was working with her shortly before her passing to set up the drum making workshops. I couldn't believe it. I almost fell on the floor because I knew Sue Ann had a hand in this. I knew she helped get the information to me so I would get down there, talk to these people, and continue her legacy to the best of my ability in the very place she was setting it up herself. So, this is wonderful. And I absolutely love how the universe will put the right people and the information right there in front of you when you need to know it, right? And when opportunities come and they're in alignment with some kind of purpose or joy that we have, I would recommend, providing there is no like imminent danger, right, that you can see with this opportunity, not to give it a second thought of doubt whatsoever. If there's no danger, freaking go for it. Go for it. If you don't, you will most likely regret it, right? Because it'll always be a what if kind of thing. So go. Even if it doesn't work out, you're going to have a great learning experience, which will be a part of your process. It needs to happen, right? But 9 out of 10 times, pretty sure when these kind of synchronicities happen, oh man, the opportunities are just going to open one more after another because it's in a divine alignment with a soul's purpose. So I'm super excited. I think I have just landed my next place to be able to facilitate more of working with the sacred medicine of the hand drum through cultural healing. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let me see here. Okay, any question will do for sure. I was trying to think what to do now. What can I do while we're waiting for people to pop on? Because I'm not even sure if people on my Facebook page, because usually if I go live on Facebook, boom, everybody starts coming on. But they just having a huge problem personally with that Facebook platform and the amount of trolls that pop on and start attacking everybody that is in the comments there and just spamming every single person. And then they they've gotten really creative too. They'll steal my photos and create a whole nother page and actually pretend to be me with a new page and recruit people saying, hey, friend me. And so my business page, there's no, you can't friend. You don't send friend requests. It's a business page. So there's, that's a dead giveaway right there if you weren't aware before. So this is why I have been resisting moving over to YouTube platform because it is a lot bigger. The energy is a lot bigger, and I think I was trying to stay safe in a smaller container. At least it felt that way for me with my Facebook lives, and I still get nervous when I'm on the camera. So, but Spirit is pushing me or nudging me to go ahead and do these things, and I'm glad I do even push through that nervousness, if you will, because I'm showing myself what I am capable of, and what better way to help other people overcome their own anxieties and stuff by watching somebody literally going through it right before their eyes. Right. Yeah. All right. What do we got here? Alex says, I think I got a good question. I went on a couple dates with someone and I like them. So I'm wondering if we would be a good match. Twin flame connection. Okay. Good thing you brought up that twin flame connection, because I'm going to talk about the twin flame for a moment here. Twin flame. So that term in the spiritual community is understood very differently from person to person. It really is. I think the perception of twin flame is literally in the eye of the beholder. So for me, twin flame is a significant relationship with somebody. It is not always romantic, because twin flames are really good mirrors, right? And to me, a twin flame is more somebody who I resonate with one lady who feels that twin flames are like two people that have the same soul signature, right? It's the same soul in two different bodies, right? Yeah, I don't know. And I used to subscribe to that idea. And then, but something inside me, there wasn't like a full yes for that. There was something like, I'm still hesitant about it. And so that hesitation is what Spirit is kind of guiding me, like pull back and just, observe. And so for me, the twin flame energy is more, like, I think we need to simplify things again. We're overcomplicating everything and creating scenarios and expectations in our minds. And then when we have experiences that are going to be in alignment with what we are looking for and what is for our highest and best interest, if it doesn't look like what we're expecting, the way we're expecting it in our own mind, then we're going to miss it. Right. So, soulmate, twin flame, I feel it's the same kind of thing. It's a deep connection, right? It's but I feel with twin flame, it'll be more reflective, right, of where you're at now. So for anyone looking for a relationship right now, and I'm not actively out there looking for a relationship because I'm still cultivating the right relationship with myself, because I don't want to be bringing in relationships with other people that mirror the things that I need to continue to work on in myself. Like, if I don't feel whole in myself and I'm looking for somebody else to be my other half because I'm only half a person, I don't think that way. For starters, I'm not half a person. I am a whole person. But if I don't love myself 100%, then I cannot love another 100%. We can only do what we can do to the best of our ability of what we're applying to self. So I would say, um, make sure. But by all means, if you are looking for that relationship outside of yourself, be sure that you're cultivating that right relationship with self, and that you're not looking for that something outside of you to fill a void within. Hello, Haley. How are you doing? All right. So, back to your question here. All right. Oh, okay. Holy crap. Can you read that card? That's your answer. What are the chances of me pulling that card out of a 44 card deck? Yes. So you asked, you're wondering if you would be a good match or if it's like a twin flame connection. So yes, you would be a good match, right? Because it is you do have a good connection. So I will say, like, getting rid of the twin flame and soulmate kind of thing, you are in resonance with this person. You guys have resonance with each other, which is very significant, which is great. See where it goes without expectations in order to experience what you can within that relationship to the best of your ability. Right? It's totally cool. Good for you. All right. Haley. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for people to pop in and ask a question. And if you don't have a specific inquiry about something going on in your life, then just ask, Spirit, please tell me what I need to know right now. And if I'm drawn to cards, I'll pull a card. If I am drawn to use a pendulum, I will do that. If I am drawn to just sit back and channel, I'll do that. Oh man. I was saying earlier, I went down to Gallery 202. Oh, good things are coming this year. It's already happening. It's already happening. And but they on the first Friday of the month, every month, they have a live band come in there. So there were and people with their own instruments or whatnot, you can come in and join, which is cool because I really was wishing I had brought my drum down. I would have kept that single beat for them while they're doing their fiddles, their violins and their banjos and the guitars. Oh my God. The energy that they were cultivating together and with everybody in there, it was like, oh man, it was really hard for me just to stay in my chair. I really wanted to jump up and dance, but nobody else was dancing. So I was just dancing like in my chair. I did a bit of a live video on my other page, but the energy was just great. All right. Oh, the Moonology cards are coming out for you, Haley. Perfect. So if you didn't know, hello, Joseph. How are you doing? Long time. No see. If you guys aren't aware, it is a full moon tonight in Cancer. And it's also called the wolf moon. Mm-hmm. Oh! So go ahead and howl. Let yourself free. Give yourself permission to rewild yourself. Oh. Okay. What is the most important message for Haley Lapping at this time? Please, thank you. Oh. Girl. Haley, you got the new moon in Taurus, and the message here is that prosperity lies ahead. So I'm wondering, have you been working on things and kind of waiting for that payload to drop in? And if that's a yes, wonderful. Please know that it's on its way and it's not too far ahead. With the new moon in Taurus, it may be up to a couple of months because that's around springtime, right? Taurus. So, yeah, it might be around that time that you're going to see the majority of it come in, but just know that there's Spirit saying your prayers have been answered. Wow, because at the bottom of the deck here we got the full moon, right? I can't believe that on a full moon this is what you get. Wow. So surrender to the divine. So okay, perfect. What you can do right now under this full moon is write down on a piece of paper any of the doubts, worries, and anxieties that you have, giving all of that, burn it to give it back to spirit to transmute so that you can release that energy to make room for this new that's coming in. And trust and have faith. Flex that faith muscle that the universe has got your back, because it absolutely does. You've worked very hard for what is coming, and they're saying it's imminent. So wonderful. Good for you. I'm excited for you. Very excited, actually. Wonderful. Okay, so Klaus. Oh, we got 5 people watching right now. Woohoo! All right, everybody else, all you need to do is drop in your comments. Please say hello if you're new here. Tell me your name. Where are you from? Like geographically. You don't have to give me your actual address. Please don't give my actual address. Just geographically a general idea. Where in this beautiful planet are you? But yeah, go ahead. Type in the comment, in the comments there, your question of inquiry, whether you're looking for clarity, validation, or guidance from spirit. And I'll do my best to answer your questions. If you don't have a specific question that you could think of right now, but you do want a message, then just ask for spirit to please tell me what I need to know right now. And also, if you're hanging out and listening and waiting for your turn type of thing, and you're hearing all these messages that are being given to other people, please know that spirit does not have any limits or boundaries on how it will deliver its messages to you. So if you're hearing something, there's a reason you're hearing it. And then if you start to feel like goosebumps, or you get thoughts like, wow, it really sounds like she's talking about me and my situation, please know that that's spirit's way of kind of nudging you, saying, pay attention. This is absolutely for you too. If you have a resonance with it, it will be for you. And resonance just means it feels right. You feel yeah, well, I keep wanting to use resonance, but it just feels right. All right. Right, Alex, it did. It was. Yeah. You're welcome, Haley. So, Joseph, where'd you go? Are you still here? You're not here anymore. Well, he might be working, actually. If I know Joseph and he's still working like night shift. All right. Well, I am hoping to pop on and do these live readings. I'm not going to commit to every single Friday, but I will commit to doing these spontaneously whenever Spirit nudges me to do so. So please, if you have not already hit the subscribe button, please do so now. And you might want to hit the notification bell as well so that you do get notified of the videos, because Mondays at 9 a.m., get all dressed up and I'm coming to the table bringing, I'll be delivering the week. Well, I don't want to call it weekly. I'm trying to stop using words that promote limitation or disharmony. And weekend is not a good word. So the 7-day forecast is what I've been guided by Spirit to deliver. All right, Joseph, go on, type in your question. I'm here to deliver you messages. I need to know what you want to know. And that goes for everybody else that's watching too. If I haven't already, all right, we're down to 3 people. So I have given 2 messages so far. Oh, right, Monday. So 7-day forecast is a more formal, it's a general collective reading for everybody. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. What doesn't feel right in the moment, because it's a full 7-day forecast, some things aren't going to resonate right away, but it may become relevant down the road, right? So the replay will be posted up on YouTube. You can always go back and rewatch it to refresh your memory and validate that what's happening was already talked about. That kind of thing. And then, of course, if depending on how long it takes that 7-day forecast to get delivered out, I'm going to keep it within 1 hour because it is a business workday for me as well. So by 10 o'clock, I'll be finished. But if there's time after the general collective 7-day forecast is done, if there's time within that hour, then I will deliver private messages to whomever can join me during that live as well. And then I think things are going to switch up down the road after I start getting more of a following and go on. So there you go, Joseph. Spirit, tell me what I need to know. So, Seeker's Oracle for you. All right. Spirit, please tell me, what is the most important message of guidance for Joseph? Thank you. Okay. The most important message for you to know right now, Mr. Joseph, is trust in science. Trust in the science. See here, it says E equals MC squared. And I'm really drawn to the B and this little key. A B and a key. Bees are very busy workers, and they work collectively. Keys are codes, and there's a book in there that says biology. That's interesting. The art of critical thinking. Okay, so what I'm feeling now that I'm really diving into this card, and I'm just getting some more messages too. Spirit wants you to do some research first. So I don't know what's come into your field, what kind of opportunity or something that you're interested in, but you are being guided right now to, because it says trust in science, because science is based on factual evidence. So that's what I'm getting from Spirit right now, is that you're being asked to do some research. Find the facts that have been proven with science to back up this theory or idea or opportunity. Okay. There's something more that you need to know, which is what Spirit is saying right now. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, what a beautiful card this is. Beautiful pregnant woman, just leaning up a wonderful, beautiful tree there. But it says express gratitude. Okay. So it's really important that your heart space needs to be open. Trust in facts. The facts. It's really important that you trust the facts. So, yeah, Spirit's just saying, don't believe everything people say. Their actions speak louder than words. And yeah, there's necessary steps that need to be taken to prove that certain things you've been misguided. Aha. Well, there you go. Okay, well, thank you for commenting just that, because that's letting me know you know exactly what this is talking about. Good. So find a way, though, with this message, because this message coming from your higher self here, as what was at the bottom of the deck, express gratitude. So find a way to sit back and reflect on the situation as a learning experience instead of something that happened to you. Instead of being a victim of this circumstance, okay? Learn from it. Learn from it. And find a way to open your heart and have gratitude for the lesson that you are learning right now. And when you accept what is, then you can make better choices and move in directions that are better suited for your greater good. Okay. Barbara Johnson, hello. She says, what do I need to know? All right. Hope that was helpful for you. All right. This cup, I got to share with you guys. I don't know if you guys can read it properly or not. On my camera, it's flipped around backwards, but it does say, a wise woman once said, fuck it, I am getting an Abyssinian cat, and she lived happily ever after. My sister got me that cup. And it's interesting because I felt that it would be appropriate for me to get my sister a mug. But I got a picture of me and her when we were like, oh my God, she must have been 2. Or no, she might have been 3. 3 and I was 4, or 2 and 3, somewhere around there. We're really cute, really young. And I had that put on there for her. And then she gives me a mug. So she must have already picked up that one after I ordered. Right? After I ordered, or no? Yeah, she picked that up, and then I must have been picking up on that, and that's where I got the idea of it. It was interesting. Okay, so Ascended Masters is what I automatically grabbed. So I'm going to tune into Barbara Johnson now. Most important message for Barbara Johnson. Okay. Here we go. You're very welcome, Barbara. So, first off, you got Moses would take charge of this situation. So, You might be sitting on the fence about something, not sure to go this way or that. But there is a choice. There is a decision that is on your plate for you to make right now. And you're being asked by Spirit to remember who you are, come back to your heart, and tune into yourself, because this decision that you're going to be making, even though it could affect other people, it's in your hands. You're the one supposed to be making the choice, because if it was up to anybody else to make this decision, it would not be in your hands. It's in your hands for a reason. And I'll tell you, it's because you're not going to make a mistake, right? You will choose exactly whatever choice you make will be the right one. So please allow yourself to take a deep breath, a sigh of relief that it doesn't matter what choice you make, that it will be the right one. Have faith in yourself. You're stronger than you realize. And how it'll affect other people will be in a positive way, even though they may not see that right now. Please know who you are in your heart and trust what feels right to you. And it will be right for everybody else, regardless of how they may see it. On the bottom of the deck here, you got Lady Nada with this message is in regards to a significant female in your life, as well as the divine feminine energy within you and how you connect with that energy with others. So this situation could have something to do with a significant female in your life, right? Or maybe this is your time to draw on the inner wells of the powerful energy of the divine feminine within yourself, right? In order to empower yourself from the inside out and clearly see and feel what the best course of action is. What choice is the best route? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense for you? Interesting. I got like weird, strange feeling in my stomach now. It's like not a bad thing, but it's doing this airy thing like my heart chakra does. When my heart chakra opens up, I can physically feel like under my skin, it feels like there's this breeze, this wave of energy, and it's cool, like almost cold underneath the surface. It's really interesting. You have a lot of decisions to make. Okay. Well, know that what all the decisions that you do have to make, and you will not make any wrong ones. Even if they're perceived as wrong, they're not. None of us make mistakes. Well, we do, but not in the sense that it was wrong for you to do that. Mistakes doesn't mean that it was wrong. A mistake means that this wasn't the right thing. So that is a learning experience. It's not bad, right? But when Moses pops up and he talks about making decisions and taking charge of situations, this is a powerful card. And it's like Spirit says, take the reins back, be your person, stand up and be strong, because you've got this. And once you start making a decision and moving forward, it'll make it easier to make that next decision and move forward. And please know that when you make a decision and you execute it and it doesn't work out, again, it doesn't mean it was wrong. It was necessary to go down that road to learn, right? Hi, Nicole. And then you can make a different decision, make a different choice, and move in a different direction. Nothing is set in stone, and we have to really, really teach ourselves how to stop thinking in such a linear, boxed way of thinking and being, for that matter. Just because we make a decision and we're going to do something doesn't mean that that's it. That's it. We're doing it. And then if it doesn't work out, well, I've chosen I had to do this, so I have to do it. It's kind of like marriage, right? Like, this is why I won't go do that whole thing. I can't make a promise to somebody that I don't know about a future happening. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, and I would love to have that big party, right? But I'll have a celebration of love in the moment. I ain't signing no contract with no government to make money off me, especially if it doesn't work out. Why would I do that? Right? I'm going to love somebody and love them for the rest of my life. Doesn't mean I have to stay with them for the rest of my life. But I would like to be able to have the choice, if it doesn't feel right anymore, to be able to go without it being a hassle. And vice versa. I wouldn't want somebody else to be stuck with me just because they made a promise however long ago, but they're no longer feeling that. Right? Things change. All right. Nicole, how you doing? Go ahead and let me know in the comments there if you have a specific question or inquiry about some specific situation going on in your life. Or if you're not sure what to ask or inquire about, you can leave it up to Spirit and just ask for Spirit to let you know what it is that you need to know right now. And of course, while I'm waiting for that comment to come in, I'm just going to pop over here for a second. There it is. Alrighty. Oops, that's the wrong one. Let's try that again. Bear with me here. I'm coming. What? That one you can save. Okay, good. There it is. Save. Oh, no. Cancel. I just want to copy link. Thank you. Alrighty. Look at this. Two. Okay. So what I did there, posted a couple comments there with my PayPal link, and or for Canadian residents, you can do e-transfer if you are wanting to make a donation or a contribution to my channel. It is not at all required, but if you do make a donation, please let me know that you have, and I will give you more. Because I like doing that as a thank you for what you did for me. Okay, I know I'm already doing stuff, but you know, it's just me. I'm going to give you a couple more messages, right? Or if you prefer to have like a discount or something, then instead of more messages on a live, that's totally fine. We can work that out. But yeah, so those are my two links. For the PayPal is a safe and secure link for everybody that is outside Canada, and everyone that's inside Canada, please e-transfer is the best way. Otherwise, if you don't like doing e-transfer, you're not set up for that, then feel free to use the PayPal. That's okay too. I am not going to say no to receiving donations from any of my platforms, but it's much appreciated when it does come in. You know, we all have bills to pay. But yeah, and then if you're also looking into diving in deeper with anything that's going on in your life and you feel a resonance with my energy and what I can provide for you, then please feel free to check out my website at webinessence.ca and see my services, or reach out to me through any of the contact information that is pinned everywhere. Send me a private message with any inquiries that you might have. Okay. All right. Nicole's leaving it up to spirit. Barbara, you are so very welcome. And Joseph, so are you. All right. I've got the Moonology Oracle is what wants to come out for Nicole. Most important message for Nicole Entry, please and thank you. All right. Nicole, you got the full moon in Scorpio. And the message for you is that it's time to release negativity. It's time to release negativity. Oh, this is so cool. I'm going to be able to share with all of you. You guys are in for a treat. With this message, everybody's in for a treat. Okay. Yes. Because at the bottom of the deck, after I pulled your card, Nicole, you got expect powerful change. I'm sorry, it's very hard for me to read these things backwards, and it's backwards on my screen. So this is the new moon eclipse, right? Expect powerful change. So that's the bigger picture energy. First of all, in order to get there, we got to release negativity. So why I'm saying everybody's in for a treat here is because I was in a session with a client last night, and we were doing some emotional release, like old stuck energy from past traumas. So this is considered negative energy, right? Like when we hold on to the energy or unprocessed emotion from what is perceived as a traumatic event, or I mean, it doesn't even have to be trauma, right? But I think, yeah, as Dr. Gabor Mate says in his teachings with people about mental health, oh my gosh, I'll lose my train of thought there. I did. I totally blanked out. I do not like when that happens, and it's been happening a lot lately. Okay, it doesn't matter. So connecting with my client that I had last night, yeah, we were getting rid of the negative energy, and I have an emotional clearing technique that was taught to me through decodes, and it changes when I'm in session from person to person. So I get new ideas and inspirations to keep it interesting and do new ways of releasing, right? So what I'm going to recommend for everybody, because I'm going to do this myself when I get a chance later tonight before bed and have a shower. But I invite you to go have a shower tonight and bring a sponge into the bathroom with you. Okay, get it wet. And take a moment while you're allowing that water to cleanse your physical body, and set your intentions that all that water that you just filled into that sponge represents all of that negative energy that has been suppressed and pushed down in your mind, but in your body. Because the energy, you suppress it, it'll find a way to get stuck in an organ, in a muscle, in a joint, in a bone, in a boob. It doesn't matter. It'll be somewhere in your head, right? And then it creates disease. We got to get rid of this stuff. So let's just set the intention that we're putting all of that energy that was stuck in us that needs to be released is now transferred by the will. Now wring it out. I mean, wring it out. So you're wringing this out while the water is washing on you. So kind of have your hands outside of the water while you're wringing this out. Meanwhile, you're intending for this shower of water coming down to continue to cleanse your physical body, but it is also cleansing and clearing you of all that other energy that you just literally wrung out. Don't get that sponge wet again. Put it off to the side because it's done. Now turn around and get right under the water again. And then put your head down so it's on the back of your head. You should be able to open your eyes. If you need to put your hands around your head so you can open your eyes, I want you to watch the water that's coming down, cleaning you. Watch it go down the drain. And set the intention that everything you just wrung out and all the impurities of your physical, mental, and spiritual bodies have now been cleansed, and all that negativity you are watching go down the drain. Don't forget to take deep breaths during this process. And when you start to feel lighter, you're done. You can stop your shower whenever you want. Okay? Perfect. If that didn't resonate or isn't something that you're willing to try, absolutely. Alex, thank you for asking that question. You can absolutely get creative. If doing it the way that I just rolled it out to you isn't something that resonates for you, then tweak it. Make it your own. But use a sponge and wring the shit out. Just set the intention. You guys have, hopefully you do have some idea, but I don't think most of us have the understanding of just how powerful our minds are. And when we set an intention, the universe supports us. Right? So, another thing you could do, though, if the shower, the water isn't something which I think it's, to be honest, I think it's a perfect, great idea for this. And for tonight being the full moon in Cancer and the emotional clearing that we're all going through in some form or another is really good. But you can even just write your stuff out. Write out the intention. I release all old energies connected to the past. I'll say trauma and pain, right? It kind of covers everything. Trauma and pain. You don't have to list off everything that happened because, you might have forgot some things, which is great. You're not worried about it. It's not affecting you anymore, right? But, well, maybe it is. We have to actively work at clearing out those energies, flowing through the emotions so that they come out. They are, they're processed and they're done. If they get suppressed, they don't get processed, it creates disease. It's just how it works. And yeah, it is that simple. Okay, so with this, I want to call this a huge release of negativity, if we have to put a label on it, that old energy that is no longer serving a purpose now, right? When we can get rid of that, that opens up energetic space for us to be able to receive, which is what this powerful change represents. So the powerful change, it's going to be uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But uncomfortable is not bad. Yes, I invite you to delete and uncreate and destroy any belief you may have held that change is bad. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's not bad. Change is necessary because it's a part of life. The only constant in life is change. So our deep, deep programming and conditioning had us believing that change is something bad and that we needed to resist it come hell or high water. And so that how that shows up for us is with our ego. The wonderful part of ourselves that keeps us safe and alive. Our ego, the aspect of ourselves which is called the ego or id or identity, right? The ego helps us identify who we are and our surroundings. But that aspect of ourself is very programmed to it's a specific program built in us to keep us alive. So if that's the program, it's looking at everything it doesn't know as a potential threat. Hence anxiety. It's like a little kid that goes, oh my God, I never tried that. I'm not doing it. Right? What if it's not good for me? Right? What if it is? We're not going to know until we try. But the thing is, you don't want to just blindly jump into things. Obviously, look for danger. If there's actual danger, then great. It's a good thing you took a second look to check out that. But if there's no danger present and it's just a fear because of that ego, because the ego will keep you safe. And safe means in the comfort zone. It means keeping you in a place that you already know. It means no change. So this is how we kind of at war with ourselves and how chaos can ensue. But, we learn to become more aware and overcome these things. At least that's what I believe we're here for. Powerful change. Yeah. So it'll be good, though. I do believe it will be. All right. Joseph, you made a donation. Oh, thank you, love. Was that by e-transfer? Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck for you, Joseph. Here you got twin flame. So I know what the other inquiry that you had and you said a person. Is it this person? So your messages here that I got for you, and thank you again for your donation. You got the first message is right. So I'm just gonna go with the flow because I'm reading this very a little differently right now. So you got, first of all, you got right, and then you got spiritual law of attraction, and then you got power of joy. So in order to get here, you need to create something, right? And actively put that energy that is in alignment with what you want out to the universe so that it can come back to you. How you can do that is by writing. And look at, there's the full moon again. Everybody pay attention. This is another messages here that will be good for everybody. If you want joy, write about what that joy looks like to you. I invite you not to add specific people into this because their free will needs to be in an account, right? And sometimes we get very hyper focused on certain people or expectations with certain people that are in connection to dreams of ours that are not, they're not meant for us. That particular character was there to teach us a lesson, and that's it. It wasn't meant for us to stay with them for the rest of our lives together. No, learn. So if what you're looking for is a solid relationship, okay, because that's what was at the bottom of the deck, and here I can resonate with this, right? Not looking for a relationship, but I am open to one when it comes in, right? But the twin flame, so that's the bigger overall energy. And this also, the twin flame energy is about you balancing your own energies within yourself, taking action, working with that masculine energy when you need to, and equally in the day taking time out to nurture and take administer self-love, because this is something else I want to talk to you guys about. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on the live here. It's been an hour, so we'll see. I'm still feeling good, so we're going to keep going. Yeah, self-love. Self-love. When you balance your energies within yourself and you're having that good, right relationship with yourself, well, guess what? You're going to be ready to have good, right relationships with others. You don't need to seek it, though, because you're not seeking something to fulfill you. You're not in a place of lack, right? But anyway, back to this reading here. All of us can benefit from this. Write out what your ideal relationship is without naming specific people, because they have to be their will, whoever the right person is, their will, their choice will be in alignment with yours. You won't have to force it, right? Whereas I feel like if we're writing and we're writing about specific people, then we're trying to force our will on another, and that's breaking a universal law. We're not allowed to do that. So anyway, how we can bring in the power of joy through the spiritual law of attraction, because everything is energy. Start writing about what it is that you desire. What does that perfect relationship look like? Right? Or not perfect, but what does the ideal relationship for you look like? What does it feel like? After you've written about it, allow those feelings to get conjured up within you. That's how you raise your vibrational frequency. And as you're writing and feeling, you're literally casting a spell out to the universe. You are giving the universe your order. And then you let it go. Keep cultivating that joy, that happiness within yourself, and allow the universe to bring you that joy when the time is right. In the meantime, you keep cultivating that power of joy within yourself, because I'll tell you, it is nobody else's responsibility to make you feel good. It's our own responsibility to make ourselves feel good. Now, the word care. It's very interesting. I invite all of you to look up the definition, the synonyms, and the old, the history behind the word care. You're going to be shocked. It's not good. It promotes worry, anxiety, distress, pain, suffering. It's interesting because once this was pointed out to me, I was floored because I was like, oh no. I know we have an issue with our healthcare system because it's set up to get people sick and stay sick, right? Our system, like we all know this, it needs to shut down, and we need to promote health, good health and well-being. Well, right there, that word care is in health care. Promote sickness, right? The word care has been thrown out without anybody really digging into what the meaning behind the word actually promotes, the energy behind it. It's not what you think it is. And you had no idea. So I mentioned this to a person that I hired as a session for myself. And it blew my mind. And she was right. I did my own research. I resonated with it. And I was floored because I have, since my awakening, been aware to the use of the English language and how specific words were designed to trap people. And if we're not discerning and doing our own research behind things, and we blindly accept what's being said to us as the truth when it's not, it's to our detriment. 100%. So it's time to wake up. And it's time to be impeccable with your word. But first, know what word you're using. And is it in alignment with your integrity and the truth of who you are? Or is it have that energy that is not in resonance and you didn't know that? And that's what's causing a distortion in your field. Could be as simple as that. So don't ever say self-care anymore. It's self-love. Because we came here to love. And really, with the definitions that I was reading too, is all about when you are caring about someone, you're worried about them. And as long as you're in a state of worry, you're in a state of fight or flight. You're putting your body in peril because that state of fight or flight thinks it's in danger. When you're worried and have anxiety, your body doesn't know why you're having anxiety. You just do. So then it throws all your whole homeostasis out of whack. You can't operate properly. So really, really important. Awareness is key. So if you're not sure, do some research. Ask questions. The only bad question out there is the one that doesn't get asked. And please, when you're asking questions, go straight to the source to get your answers. As close to the source as you could possibly get, okay, to get your answers, right? Okay. How did I get everybody? Yes. Okay, Nicole. Oh, you're very welcome. In case I missed you, a few of you already popped off. So thank you so much for joining me. Again, click that like button and the bell for the subscription. The like. Click the subscription. Click like if you like to. And also click on that little bell, the notification, so that you do get notified when I do these lives, because these lives, they're more relaxed, if you will. The Monday at 9 o'clock is a more formal delivery of the messages that I'm giving, and it will only be within an hour. Whereas these ones, it can be up to 2 hours, depending on how busy it gets down the road. For now, though, it's going to be impromptu. So whenever spirit is nudging me, so that's why your notification bell might be handy to have on. Okay, well, from my heart to yours, you guys do what you need to cleanse those energies, those emotions that are ready to go in tonight's shower or bath or whatever ceremony you're going to do to help release utilizing this powerful full moon in Cancer to help you. Okay, and it's going to open up new space for you to invite more joy into your life. So from my heart to yours, keep shining bright, for we are all bright and beautiful souls. Namaste.